waiting to see if
I'd
it's going to be
assume,
locked
right?
in.
Like, so far he's been kind of like slotted in for the plans that Fnatic had originally had for Vecca. So it is going to be his first Viper.
And it looks like, even after finding B for free, they're not happy. They want more. And so, in towards Hobbit they go. Where now a Shorty will be defending that doorway. Nice shot by Kayak. Swing back in, a little risky from Sevov, but now they'll just wait. They'll just take this fight together, or at least they'll try to. Heretics pushing it down, taking it towards the spawn, but Kayak has sent 3 out of the round. It's Benji and Woot left to do it all, and the flank around from Benji is perfect, putting things back even until Woot puts them in the lead. It's Heretics, 2v1 time on their side as Crashies is under pressure and the stick in the smoke, not gonna fly.
I'll be honest, I feel a bit bad for Kayak. The fact that he comes out of this scenario, getting 2 kills, I really felt like he could have even got the 3rd if he was a little bit luckier. And then you just needed, well, the rest of the players to step up. Instead, though, it's another pistol under the belts of Herod.
As the spark died slowly, but certainly in the end, Heretics losing map 1, but finding a pistol. Now it has to be clean in the second. It starts out that way, at the very least. Boaster's dealt with, trying to be a smoke criminal, and now a post plant.
And while Woot's even going to go looking, of course, again, wanting to try and get towards that showstopper, but there is nothing for him to find. Rians will at least gain an extra orb at the end, but the closer you can get, the better. This is an unorthodox position, though, from the side of Benji. Like, he's just waiting for one man, and one man alone. Alfia setting up for this, and he's just, that's got to be a tilter. Like, you are waiting for someone to maybe try and catch the rest of your team. Instead now, Benji has a second opportunity to backstab. He will need to get a move on, though. Kayak already with 1 back into the site. Woot looking to try and hold onto the angle and will be able to do so. Yet to die, but that will change very quickly. Rien's dealt with, and now that backstab has to come in again. But Benji already claiming his second flash out, and he will close the round. That is mastery of positioning, if ever I've seen it.
Focus on the site, break through, and that they did. But in the end, Benji, perfect position. The timing to catch that second, not that kill, the one just before it, his second of the round, was sublime.
Nice!
Well, I'll say as well, I think it's been realized by Kayak at least, that will at least bring in the rotation, but bear in mind what he has. A classic and his utility, a hero through, and actually, well, for a second, the ultimate coming online made things dangerous. The problem, though, is anybody flanking is being caught by Benji Fishy again. His lurks are being impactful. And for the remaining 2, with just the pistols remaining. Oh, okay! I was gonna say there's little to no hope, but Alfia again shows there's always hope.
It's only a classic, but there's a rifle to be picked up. 22 already in the mag. That flash is going to cause problems, and those thorns going to cause even more. Oh, the time ticking away, but he can force a fight on that player up close. Benji in danger, and he doesn't even know it yet, but that shot fired gets Rien's looking the right way, and it's an easy kill in the end. 4-0. And I don't want to get ahead of myself, because in the last map on both halves, we had this moment where we go, ooh, I'm getting worried about Fnatic. Heretics are looking dominant, and to be fair, Fnatic down numbers, that means nothing. Nothing to me. We've seen it a million times. But it's more so Heretics being dominant. That's the part that's...
I think the bigger danger, though, is just, this is Sevov's first time playing the Viper. I think cycling of utility is already going to be so important with that agent. He's a pinnacle piece of a puzzle that is normally perfect. The start, though, is sublime. And with Sevov holding his ground, that's already a further advantage. Showstopper out finds nothing, and he's managed to take a lot of space back, but he's caught by the spam from Woot.
Yeah, he realized that, well, he had to go somewhere to avoid that showstopper. Good reasoning, good shot, and Kayak misses up top. That would have been the round lockdown, a 4v2 before the plant even comes in. Instead, Heretics, they get another lifeline. Perhaps it will be one of their last, given Fnatic 3v3 now, that op waiting to hear it sing, but...
So they are waiting just to see if that mistake is made. Another whiff shot, uncharacteristic, and now they're going to clear out Crashies as well. They have been on this site for well over a minute, but they have brought it down to just a singular player left. Boaster looking to try and claim his spot at home. His spot in London, but with the smoke already in hand, he's done a lot of damage, but taken even more in return. A 1v2 that seems to be slipping further and further away with 5 bullets left, and he's not baiting them into any sort of fight. They are just taking their time as they have the whole round. Brilliant patience from the side of Heretics.
Yeah, and now the pressure really starting to mount. You can see it there for Fnatic. 2 big opportunities for Kayak. We could have seen Boo and Rienz down and out of the round. But
let's go, guys! Amazing! Let's go!
Making those players look at their back, making them wonder. And well, Alpha still good with the Sheriff for at least one. It's a start, but following up on it should be difficult.
Oh, through they go. Shot is at least connected. But it's not going to be enough damage to warrant a kill. Benji will still be standing. A couple of ults expended in this round from the side of Heretics. They knew that after the pause, there's a good opportunity, a change of mindset, a step up from the players. And with still 1, maybe even 2 more to play with in the next round, they don't really need to have everything online going into the next buy. Boaster, though, making things costly in a decent position, but Koshmaras well aware. And while a Boaster 1v3, it's not going to be happening. 6 and 0.
A lot of weaknesses. This is the round that no doubt they will have discussed when it came to that timeout. And as hesitant as I am to say it, we are getting towards crunch time now. 6-0 is not a damning.
Meteor, bro. Come on.
Oh.
Placing wall trap.
Saving that wall for post plant as well. A deadly setup you've just seen put through there for Benji. As soon as the wall's tripped, flash goes up, and whoever's caught inside's in big trouble. But now lockdown in play. They're gonna have to fight against that.
Okay.
And it's Koshmaras with a double. The nade doing the dirty work, but Kosh is going for more. Last bullet in the mag, and that's a triple kill and a denial of the lockdown that Fnatic were hinging that retake on.
Adapted that on the fly. Because the way they placed the wall and the post plant, you kind of go like, oh, they're just going to lock themselves in. And then it was the realization of, oh, they're going to put the lockdown in. We need to get aggressive. And then just the utility that they used on the fly. Like, as you said, they saved util, but it wasn't just what was saved by Benji. I think it was Rienz had some util as well.
Seize, stun, nade, all at the exact same time. Not before there's 3 bodies on the floor, and none of them were from Heretics. An initial fight from Woot here. He's left a little on his own, but Boo, TP's out for the trade. Now big swing coming in to try to pull it back into Fnatic's favor, and it looks to be working. Benji, though! He's thrown a wrench into the plans of Fnatic, and he could be burying them beneath another feet of dirt. It is a potential 8-0. And the man who can stop that dominant score from coming through.
Of that wraparound, and his reposition gives him a good spot. Althea, though, knows that he's going to have to drop back down. Maybe not. No, he's gone so far, but he will land the shot in the end. It's a second death for Benji and a first round for Fnatic.
Oh yeah, that felt like the last hand on the ledge for Fnatic, and Benji trying to stamp down on their fingers.
That was a pinky finger. Yeah. That was one little pinky finger clinging on.
Thank God he doesn't bite us now, so he would have went flying. But
Althea's got a very strong pinky finger.
Not the first time I've heard that, let me tell you. And thank God he does. Pulls himself right back up, and his team right back into things. That Viper's Pit already on the right side of the map. As you can see, Heretics wasting no time.
Yeah, they've been so good at just getting in incredibly fast, getting into those post plants. And as we saw earlier, their post plants are impressive, but in this case, they had no plan of planting. Kayak already bringing one back. Knows there's still a man on the plant, will go through the thorns, takes a lot of damage as he does, and it makes that kill all the more easy. Seavoff already low, Boaster
Spike planted.
nowhere near the action just yet. In fact, Boo, I don't even know if anybody's going to expect this corner this late into the round, especially with everybody else and where they're facing. Boo's just looking to try and make sure he can protect his teammates who are a bit of an awkward corner. Bear in mind, Seavoff is so low, they'll fight him together, making sure there's no chance.
The look that we needed to see from this squad. Boaster getting a moment to chat with the boys and, again, steady that ship. But The deficit that they were already facing puts them in a position where Fnatic, they don't just need to win a round here or there, they need an answer, a solution. 8-4 half. Possible. It's deep aggression.
It's a ruse.
It's a lot of control over A main. And nothing for it. Seavoth though does well. His wall gives him the cover to back off. That is perfectly played. And now with an advantage, they can fall back to the retakes that have worked out so well.
Yeah, he got the snake bite off in time. Left him with enough that even went through it. But from A to B, now trying the C plan from Heretics, but they've taken so much damage. Seavoth now in the right place again, his second kill of the round. A post plant will be there, but
they couldn't lose it if they want this map to be theirs. It's going to be Rien's. Seeing the first as the retake already underway. Numbers on site, spams coming through while others hold for the aggression. All their bases covered, and Fnatic hitting nothing but home runs. It will be an in-zone flawless for the second round on the board.
No point they have a chance, and I think with how much some of those players were tagged, that put them down to like 1 HP. Like it was a spam through the wall, there you go, from Boaster, and then just a singular bullet needed to clear out Boo. And with an additional stun thrown through, challenging this
30 seconds
definitely
left.
seems like a bit of a gamble. 2 players still on the other side of the map, but Rians will win that initial fight. They now have to send it though.
That wall though, it's gotten them through. The paranoia didn't land, but the stun on top of it, what can you do? There's no way to deny that plant. The timer is ticking, and it's not Heretics under pressure. A reveal up close, that's a freebie! Alpha's deleted, Crashy's traded on immediately, and even a showstopper for good measure. Heretics will not let this round slip, and the gap extends, a guarantee of 9 at the half, with 1 round left to play for.
And even without it necessarily being baited out, they win the fights at the moment they need to. The Viper's Pit doesn't cover the spike or cover their way out, which definitely makes it that little bit harder. 9-2. Another aggressive fight for A control ensues, and well, they've got the information of where these players are. Riens is firing on all cylinders.
It's a full bloodbath in A main to start the round. Shrouded step from Boo got him across, avoiding the C's that was sent out, and on the other side, the C's catching a few. It made it even in a 3v3, the numbers even, but look how big the map is. Now they've realized where the hits come. Boo, you're in a nano, bro!
Oh my God.
1 HP! A little bit of decay in the mix, but that could have been the end.
Yeah, just the elevated nano, but like that's been around for a long, long time. I'm surprised he gets caught that much by it, now completely blinded. But even still, that's an even trade. Riens down to just 7 HP, still wary of a player in the corner. Riens is just not stopping his 14th kill of the half, leaving Crashy's 33 health, and desperately trying to at least put a curse onto the board, but it seems like right now the curse of Riens is taken over. 10 rounds for Heretics.
It's starting to feel like he has a grudge against about every team in the league at this stage. I don't know what's going on with this guy. Well, Fnatic, 2 rounds on the board, a team that's known for some historic comebacks, and now they need one. Let's see how the vibes are down in the studio with the Fnatic fans.
Nice! Nice, nice! Let's go!
The faith power
I'm gonna open door then. They're doing it.
Two more. 3.
3 in Hobbit. Yeah, 3 Hobbit and 1 A.
I'm watching main.
Yeah, I'm blinding him.
105
neon, 105 neon.
3, 4.
Last player standing.
Directly I mean.
Bot coming back.
Now, Tom, I think it's safe to say that a pistol round might help.
I'm more surprised, like, especially when we see in the replay how Riens is not dead, because he was full blinded walking into the crosshairs of like multiple players and just somehow didn't die. I think it kind of shows how things are going. Riens seemingly he's gonna get blocked by the wall. That's what you get, Riens. That's what you get. That isn't so flawless. I'm sure he's going to be a little bit upset, but I think he'll cope.
Yeah, the 11-2 scoreline might help.
Look at him. He's just running around completely blind.
Yeah, the box was his best friend there, and so was Benji, covering everyone that swung out.
Bro, come here. I will knife you, bro. Why are you crossing the wall?
Well, He had to do something. Within reach, and it's a force buy from Fnatic. They're putting all the credits into it. Lose this one, the game is gone. Although I think it might have been a while ago. That's a nasty set of spams from Benji.
Mode, isn't it?
And then Boots hit that.
Okay.
And that.
Oh, you know what? This was a dangerous start, but they've already managed to bring it back.
Put it away, mate.
The Ares coming out for Koshmaras.
Good
Funnily
start.
enough, always seems to do quite a lot of damage. Is running out of bullets, but he'll get there in the end. It's a couple of players lost, and normally you'd talk about that as not bad eco round.
It is a hard gun to use, let's put it that way. I really don't like the Bulldog. It just feels wrong. And I'm sure Banshee agrees with me after that round. But yeah, this definitely looks like a comeback that might even be too big of an ask for even Fnatic. And I know that's a crazy thing to say.
Oh my God. Well, we talked about Fnatic dominance. A 13-4 the last time, 13-2 the last time they played this. And now they are getting decimated. A complete turnaround from the previous. An attempted wrap. Timing is all they could really hope for, and they have none of it. The luck has all but dissipated. A third map, all but guaranteed. Unless Crashies can pull off a 1v4, and then they win a further 9 rounds in a row. And then they go to overtime. In case you didn't realize, I did not believe. 13-2 on Lotus from Heretics. I don't think I've ever seen a map that could be more of a confidence builder for this squad. They have just decimated Fnatic on their home turf.